Hey folks, welcome back to another garden update. It's mid-July, so a lot has been happening in the garden over the past couple of weeks. I started harvesting in earnest, like these eggplants. Two different types, that's the Ichabod. And this is the mini patio baby. We got some green beans from the one surviving plant. And I also harvested my first potatoes. It's a potato! It's been about 10 weeks since I planted these and they had flowered, so I decided to check out one of them. I think it might have been a little bit too soon because I only got about a pound of potatoes and saw a lot of little baby potatoes that were not ready to come out. But I did get this tiny little harvest, and I really liked having my chance to do a reveal because I love watching those on YouTube. So this is my harvest of some miniature vegetables. We've got the tomatoes from the Super Sweet 100, a green bean, some beets, carrots, and the potatoes. We also had another harvest of a green pepper, zucchini, and a tomato. I've also witnessed some cuteness these past couple of weeks. Cubby, of course, being adorable. This rabbit down the street. This beautiful butterfly hanging out in the phlox, but not so cute. This hornet's nest. We also had a pretty crazy rainstorm. The wind was incredible, and there was actually a tornado pretty far north of me, but still a tornado made from the storm. But I'm sure you want to get on to the main event, the garden tour. So let's start off with the basil and sunflowers. They are doing fine. The rosemary is doing great. The Chinese garlic is fine. The thyme is fine. They all need to be weeded. This is the gooseberry bush, and I harvested about a half a cup of gooseberries from it. So I moved some stuff around and created this potato forest, but I won't be harvesting anytime soon. Here is the cantaloupes and some sunflowers and the tarragon. Cantaloupes are doing so much better here than these ones in the garden. These are a little sad looking. But maybe we'll get a cantaloupe? I don't know. This one's even worse. Then in the potato bucket, I replanted some carrots. Here are the squash. There are two plants here and they're doing fabulously. I've already gathered about 3 or 4 squashes from them. And here is the pumpkin, which is basically taking over the garden. One of the runners is going all the way over to the beets, and the other one is going all the way over to the peppers. It's a little bit crazy. Here are the bean plants, which I moved into the garden to get more light. They are looking very yellow, but they do have some flowers. And here's the ones in the garden compared to those ones. I'll do a whole bean video soon. And here's the sunflowers growing so tall. And the one over in the other part of the garden. Here are the eggplants, which are fruiting again. And here is the serrano pepper, the red pepper, and the green pepper, which you saw me harvest already. And the tomatoes, of course. It's a jungle. All kinds of tomatoes. These are the early girl, and those are some Roma. And the indigo rose, and the Super Sweet 100, which has some ripe ones in there, which will be picked soon. And here I moved my little seed-grown tomatoes, which are looking very sad, but they do have some tiny fruit on them. And finally, it's the parsnips! These are the replanted parsnips, and they finally germinated and came out, but it only took 10 days after the second sowing, so I don't know what's going on with this garden, but I might have parsnips, so I'm very excited. So that is it for this garden tour. I'll leave you with a parting shot of this really scary hornet's nest. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for my next video, which should be coming out soon. Thanks for watching now. Bye!